Hello, my friend. It only takes 2 weeks. This question was asked on my Instagram from one of my followers, and he was asking, Yo, Lucas, what was the breaking point for you when everything in your life absolutely changed? So, as I was thinking about this question, I thought about my younger self when I was actually going through this. I thought that it's gonna take so long to change my body, to change my money situation, to change girls' situation because I didn't have no bitches. I was fucking skinny and I was broke. Everything else, bro. There's more things that I was, but you can imagine. It felt like I was walking the length of the sky. You can't even measure that. So that was a big problem. It pushed me to procrastinate so much on everything that I wanted to do. I wanted to start a business. I procrastinated. I just had some idea and I didn't fucking do it. With girls, I had one girl that I was seeing and I thought it's the only option. I procrastinated on exploring more and opening myself to the world to let other girls into my life. My body, I wanted to go to the gym, but because I thought it's gonna take so long, I didn't want to do it because it felt too hard. Remember, I was skinny. If you look at my Instagram, you can see some pictures how I looked. I looked like a fucking walking stick, bro. By the way, it's fucking 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm in my shift recording for you. Fuck yeah, man. So what I realized is, along the journey, when I actually started doing this, I realized one thing that changed this forever for me. I realized that time is gonna pass anyways. So why not just focus on doing the right things so that when I look back in the future on the timeline, I will be proud. I will be happy of what I did. I will look at my younger self and I will be like, damn, I'm glad you took those hard steps because right now my life is in a completely different place. Completely. So that realization helped me to start going harder and harder every single day. I started building the body that I wanted. I started dating more girls. I started making more money. Everything just started to click all of a sudden because of this one realization. And I wanted to pass this little knowledge to you because it really helped me. So whatever you want to do, bro, if you want to improve your dating life, like you want to get into a long-term relationship with a girl, if you want to start building your body but you're scared to go to the gym because maybe you feel like a pussy in there, like too weak, and you feel that people will fucking judge you, maybe you want to start making money online, do it now. Because if you do it now, you will be proud of yourself in the future. Bro, let's tell you something, yeah? I'm on the self-development journey for a very long time now. But like 40 days ago, 45, 60, something like that, I kind of fell back into bad habits. I fell back into watching porn, being up late in the evening. No, it's not even an evening at this point. That was like a night, waking up at fucking 10, 12 p.m. Not doing anything good with my life. And by the way, this happened over a long period of time, It wasn't like an overnight thing. Slowly, you start to drift back into bad habits. So I was just lying on my bed one day and I was like, fuck, I can't sleep. I should be asleep at this time. So what am I gonna do? Because I knew that if I was a little bit weaker, which would happen in a few weeks from that point, I would consider killing myself. I don't want to speak stuff like this on YouTube, but that's the truth. Life fucking gave me a hard hand, so I'm not gonna sugarcoat my message to you because of fucking some restrictions. Fuck that. So I said, okay, if I don't change nothing about this, inevitable's gonna come. So I can't fall asleep and I consider this. So I stood up from my bed, I sat down on my chair and I started writing in my notebook. And the thing is, something very interesting happened, and if you think that this story doesn't relate to what this video is about, just wait. So I started writing and I wrote down this thing that I need to get on the rebirth. That basically is like a system I created for myself initially to kill the old version of me that I hated, that was keeping me low, that was keeping me like trapped in this bubble. I hated that version of myself. I literally considered doing that. Don't want to say it again because we might get banned. And kill that old version of me. and build a completely new, bulletproof version of myself. It's literally called the rebirth. You are born again. You restart your life from zero. So everything that happened to you prior to your life, to this point on, doesn't matter, because right now you are starting to build a new version of yourself. So I decided initially to go on 30 days of this, to completely just put my head down, don't do anything stupid, and just do good things with my life and see what happens. So I wrote down some goals that I want to achieve, and I started doing them every single day. Started doing steps that I can do every day to get closer to my goals. So on day 2, actually, just day 2, I started feeling like, damn, what the fuck is this? I felt like a completely different person. My conversation, I go to the gym, yeah, if you watch my videos, but my conversations in the gym were absolutely different. I had this energy, this liveliness about me. People won't notice that, and some people actually, when they come into the gym and they spoke to me, I lifted their mood up. They left with a smile on their face from me. That was amazing. So I felt like a superhuman literally on day 2. Then day 4 comes, I relapsed on porn. I thought I had the world in my hands, but I'm here day 4 and with my dick in my hand. Bro, what? So I told myself, okay, this is here for a reason. I'm meant to overcome this, so I'm glad it comes. And that's exactly what happened. Day 15, 2 weeks later, oh my fucking God. Day 15, I actually killed the old version of me, and I started to become the person I always wanted to be. I started making more money. I started to go on dates with more girls and more girls to get experience, to see what I'm about. I started building the body I wanted even more, because yes, I don't look bad, bro, but I always wanted to look bigger. And one of my goals was put on visibly more muscle. What the fuck does that mean? Get visibly more muscular. That was literally my goal. So I started seeing that on me, and that's huge, because at this point I'm training for a long time, so it's harder to put on muscle for me, but I did in 2 weeks. So what I'm saying is, it only takes 2 weeks if you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, I'm telling you, you don't need more than 2 weeks. No, you're not gonna build your dream body in 2 weeks. Don't be fucking retarded. But you're gonna build the person who's gonna build the body in 2 weeks. And that is way more important than any bodybuilding protocol that you can fucking get. And that goes same for money, for girls, and for any other goal you want. Because in those 2 weeks, you will stop being this depressed fuck, and you will start to be the person who is gonna achieve and smash those goals that you set for yourself. That's what you want. You don't wanna fucking lay in your bed in your smelly fucking armpits and watching some fucking reels. That's not gonna get you anywhere, bro. I'm telling you now from experience. I almost ended it all, deleted myself because of this. That was one of my biggest problems, by the way. You can't be doing that. You have to fucking stand up on your own feet and start doing something about your situation. And I'm gonna speak to you very fucking harshly here, because that's what you need. You can't be spoken to like a fucking child. You're a man. If you're 18, 19, whatever, you are a fucking man, even if you're at 15. You need to fucking wake up and stop doing stupid shit with your life and go do what you're supposed to do, bro. You have goals. I have goals. If we don't achieve them, what are these goals? They're just fucking dreams. You have to fucking wake up and go do them. For me, I needed to get slapped like this on that bed, lying in the fucking bed. Because if I didn't, I would not be talking to you right now. Do you realize? I would delete myself probably a few weeks down the line. And this comes from a place of love. Because I wish you felt what I felt on those 30 days. Right now is like day 40, whatever. I don't even know now. The rebirth is the system you want. If you have any goals, if you want to build a body, if you want to build a business, whatever your goal might be, it might be so fucking autistic. It doesn't matter what it is. Because the rebirth is designed to do that for you. The rebirth takes you to your highest self in 30 days. In 2 weeks. That's happened to me. It only takes 2 weeks, bro. If you think it takes too long, you need to start thinking like a proper man. You probably stopped thinking with your prefrontal cortex. It's basically a part of the brain that's supposed to be that's supposed to be functioning as thinking abstractly, thinking for the future, planning. Our phones literally make this part of the brain weaker. Do you realize that? This thing that I'm recording this video on is making that part of the brain, which is gonna make me strong, weaker. No wonder I was in that bed, contemplating, deleting something from the world. What I wanna do for you right now, bro, is to invite you to join me on the rebirth. Because I am still on this shit. I'm going full 90 days. You know, you can go 30 days. You can do that, no problem. But I'm going full 90 days and I'm still on it. So I want you to join me. Because, yes, I spoke to like a dickhead today, but I know that it was needed. And you know it too, bro. If I spoke to you like a fucking princess, you wouldn't do shit. So I want you to join me to experience the same amazing effects on your life right now with me. I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it, when to do it. So if you're interested, click the first link in the description and watch this video that's gonna appear in the middle of your screen in a second, because I explain the system in depth. What you should do, why you should do it, and what it's gonna do. So if you're interested, bro, click that video and I'm gonna see you inside. We go above and beyond. Bah! Bah! Bah!